There's always and has always been movement and jockeying for position and trying to maintain hegemony. One of the things that sort of these multilateral agreements have often done is if you look at the surface of an ocean or a lake or something where it's quite smooth at the surface. But as you get deeper, it gets darker and there's an undertow. That undertow has been in our relations between Russia and China, and it used to be Japan during the 80s and 90s, etc. That undertow has always been there. And so part of what good diplomacy does and what good frameworks do is to hope it doesn't rise to the surface and bubble up and start capsizing little boats and big boats and all of that. Having had the pleasure of living and traveling in Africa, I hear those conversations. And I would often hear over the decades, Bob, it looks like everything's okay, but we are deeper in this water and it's not okay for us. It's okay for the big boys and the big ships because that little wave doesn't capsize some big old ocean liner, but that little swell can actually hurt these little emerging market countries or those that are not part of the solar system that is anchored by the 3 or 4 major economies. I remember having literally a conversation with Henry Kissinger about his moves into China and how we thought, hey, we can sell a bunch of American stuff. It ended up being, no, the Chinese don't want to buy American stuff, and they flipped the switch, and they became America's factory for selling us cheap stuff.